Hi clarinets, Mr. Y here, obviously, with a little tutorial today on a level 3 Nisma solo by George Philip Telemann. This is called the Presto from Suite. If you're doing this Nisma solo this year, this is the right tutorial for you. First of all, please do make sure you've gone through and numbered the measures. I'm going to be talking about them in terms of what measure number we're talking about. This song in total has 76 measures in it. Remember, a pickup measure is not a full measure. Make sure you're doing all that stuff right. Okay, this tutorial is just going to be on the first 30 measures. That's the first section of the song up to what's called the trio. Okay, the trio I'll be doing in a separate video, just to let you guys know. Okay, a couple things. First of all, your key signature here is C concert. Actually, it's A minor, really, but there's no flats and no sharps anyway, is what you're going to talk about here. There are some interesting dynamics and some interesting repeats and all that kind of stuff. The tempo here, you can see, is marked 96 beats a minute, but just to be sure, that's 96 beats to the half note. So it's 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. This is really in cut time. Okay, so that's the tempo you're shooting for. Ba-da-dum bum 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 ba-dum bum 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 ba, like that eventually. Of course, you'll want to go slower at first. You can just play it in 4/4 at first until you get really good at it, and you can speed it up, of course. That's the idea. There is quite a lot of crossing over the break here. This is, a level 3 solo, so make sure you're practicing well in advance. Do little bits at a time, all that kind of thing. At the very beginning, we start up mezzo forte. The second line goes down to piano. The third line goes up to forte for a little while. Then we go back down to mezzo forte and back down to piano for the end of the trio. Like I said, I'm going to stop at measure 30 today. Okay, so that's the idea there. There is a repeat sign going back to 30, so you would, I guess, theoretically at least play this twice. When you get into the judge at NISMA, though, you can ask, and usually they don't want you to do that. Usually they figure if you can play it once, you can play it again. Okay, so again, I'm going to start right at the beginning. We'll see what happens. Try that again. The simile, by the way, in the third measure means basically play it staccato like that the whole way. That's what they're talking about there. They wrote staccatos on the first part, but not after that. Okay? So beginning, one more time. So a little squeaking in there and a couple of bad sounds, but you get the idea on the notes at least. Remember, this is all B naturals in this entire song. So you're going to want to pick either this one right here, or of course this one over here. There are times when you're going to need to use both those. You need to be equally good with your left hand B and your right hand B, and the right hand C and the left hand C and all the other ones too. Just because there are times when you're going to have to use one or the other to make it work. Okay? So that's the first part of the Presto from Suite. I will be doing the trio fairly soon too, so look for that one coming up, but this will get you started anyway. Good luck.